So this tutorial is not beginner friendly, it's more of intermediate to advanced beginner level. Now to begin your top, you're going to first take your tape measure and measure your head circumference, and I've done that. Mine is 22 inches. So now whenever you are working a typical raglan sweater, you want your initial thing to stretch over your head, but because we are making like a kind of v-neck shaping, I'm just going to subtract 8 inches from 22 inches, which is going to be 14 inches. So my initial chain is going to be 14 inches long. So I have my chains. I have 77 chains, which is equal to 14 inches. Now I'm just going to start by chaining one, and then into the second chain from the root, I'm going to make a single crochet, and then into every chain to the end, I'll make one single crochet. So now I want to start placing my stitch markers. To begin row 1 of the pattern, I'm going to just chain 2, and this chain 2 does not count as a stitch. I'm going to yarn over and work an extended half double crochet. So to do that, I'm going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, pull through one loop, and with 3 loops on my hook, I'm going to pull through all 3 loops. I'm going to repeat this all the way till I get to the stitch marker. So I'm done with the front section. I'm going to just make my raglan increases. I'm going to remove the stitch marker from the stitch with the stitch marker, and I'm going to make 3 extended half double crochets into that stitch. Now I'm going to return my stitch marker into the second stitch of the increase. That is a middle stitch. I'm going to start working on the sleeve section right here. The sleeve, I want to create a cable detail, and the stitches before and after the cable detail, I want them to be equal. So I have a total of 19 stitches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 19 stitches, I'm going to subtract 7 stitches from it, and which means I'll have 12 stitches. So I'm going to first make 6 extended half double crochets, then I'm going to skip 7 stitches, chain 7, and make 6 extended half double crochets at the other side. So I'm going to just yarn over and work 6 extended half double crochets. Once I have 6 extended half double crochets, I'm just going to chain 7, and I'm going to skip 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the 8th, I'm going to yarn over and work my extended half double crochet. So I'm going to continue working extended half double crochet till I reach my stitch markers. The number of stitches before your chain and after your chain should be the same. So now let's start working on the increase. Now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, and I'm going to make the increase. So that is 3 extended half double crochet into that stitch, and I'll return my stitch marker back into the second stitch, that is the middle stitch. For the back, I'm going to continue working extended half double crochet till I reach the next stitch marker. Down with the back section, I'm just going to repeat the same thing I did for the first sleeve on the second sleeve. On the first row, and to begin the second row, I'll be doing 2 things. The first is that I'm going to be making increases at the edge of the front panel. So, and the second thing is I'm going to also be working from now henceforth, I'll be working into the front loop only. Now I'm going to chain 2, which doesn't count as a stitch, and I'm going to make 2 extended half double crochets into the front loop only of the first stitch, and I'm going to work 1 extended half double crochet, no increasing, till I get to the stitch marker. And once I get to the stitch marker, I'm going to make my raglan increases, and then I'll return my stitch marker into the middle stitch. I'm going to keep on working extended half double crochets till I get to this, the chains. So I've gotten to the chains, and I'm just going to chain 7, skip those chains, and I'm going to work into the next stitch, into the front loop only, till I get to the stitch marker. My stitch marker, I'm going to remove it, make my raglan increases, and once I'm done with my raglan increases, I will just keep on working extended half double crochet into the front loop only for the back. I'm going to do the same thing I did at this point. I'm going to make 2 extended half double crochet at the end into the last stitch, and I'm done with the second row. Now to begin the third row, I'm going to continue with working front loop only, but the only difference is, unlike the second row, I'm not going to be making increases at the edge. To chain 2, and I'm going to work 1 extended half double crochet into the first stitch, and I'm going to repeat extended half double crochets all the way till I get to the stitch marker. So once you get to the stitch marker, like you always do, you're just going to make your raglan increase. Now for the sleeve section, I'm just going to be working extended half double crochets all the way till I get to the chain. Now I'm going to chain 7, and I'm going to work into the front loop only at the other side of the chains. I'm going to just make sure that the stitches before and after these chains are all equal. I'm currently making my raglan increases, and for the back, I'm just going to repeat extended half double crochet into the front loop only till I get to the third stitch marker. So I'm going to repeat what I did on this side at the other side. Now you're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 till you have the length you need for your v-neck. I've done a total about 10 rows, and I want to start working in the round because I like the way the v-neck is, the length are fast enough, and I'm going to attach my new yarn to the midpoint of the back. So because I stopped right here, so that means that if I were to work normally, I would be working like this with the wrong side facing me. So I'm just going to attach my yarn at the midpoint of the back and continue working the pattern till I get to this other end of the front panel. Okay, so I'm currently working into the last stitch for this side of the front panel. To just join the two front panels together, I will just yarn over and work directly into the next stitch. So I'll keep on working the pattern until I get back to this point. I'm at the end of the round. I'm just going to slip stitch to that chain 2 space, and I'm done with this round. I'm just going to chain 2, turn my work. So I'll be turning my work at the end of every round, and I'll just keep on working the pattern till I have the amount of rows I need for the raglan. I'm going for I think about 14 rows for this raglan, so I'll do this 3 more times. I have 14 rows, and I'm going to stop doing the raglan increases because I feel like it's going to fit me right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue the pattern all the way till I get to the stitch marker right here. Okay, so I'm at the stitch marker. I'm just going to work the extended half double crochet into the front loop only of that stitch with the stitch marker. Now I think I'm going to do like about 12 chains, and into the other stitch marker, the second stitch marker, I'm going to work into the front loop only and make an extended half double crochet. And now, well, I have isolated the sleeve section, so I'm going to continue working the pattern until I get to the next stitch marker right here. I'm going to repeat the same thing I did at the other side. I'm at the third stitch marker. Now I'm just going to make an extended half double crochet into the front loop of that stitch, chain 12. I'm going to make my extended half double crochet into that last stitch marker, the front loop only. Now I'm going to repeat the pattern all the way to this point. So I'm at the end of the round. I'm just going to slip stitch into that chain 2 space. So this is how to do the first round of the body. And let's say you have gotten the width you need from your raglan increases, and maybe you don't want to make this chains I need, you can just directly from working into this stitch, just work directly here without making the chains. If you want like a more fitted garment or something, but I kind of want mine to be slightly baggy, so that's why, not really baggy but like slightly loose on my body. So this is why I'm doing that. So now for the second round of the body, I'm just going to keep on working extended half double crochets into every stitch, and once I get to this chains, I'm going to work it into each one extended half double crochet into the chains. And yeah, I'm going to repeat that extended half double crochet all around till I have the length I need for this. Okay, so I did 12 rounds of extended half double crochet for the body, and I finished off with 4 rounds of slip stitches in the front loop only, and this is how it looks like on the front, and this is how it looks like on the back. And I have started working on the first sleeve, so I'm just going to show you what I did. I'm not done with it. I'm going to show you what I did on the other side. Right now the right side is facing me. The next thing, I need to figure out which direction I'll be going to make the sleeves. So looking at this right here, I'll be going in this direction. So turn my work just like this, and I'll attach my hand somewhere at the middle. So I've changed to, and I'm just going to make an extended half double crochet here, and I'll keep on working that till I get to the last chain, like to this double crochet post here. So I'm at the double crochet post, and I made 7 extended half double crochet. So when I made my chains to join in the round, I chained 12. So which means that if I'm going back here, I must have 5 stitches for this part. Back to this, I'm going to just make 2 extended half double crochets into that double crochet post. And the way I'm going to work the second one is to close the gap here. I will just go into this other stitch and somewhere here, just to close the gap. And I'm going to just make my second extended double crochet. Now into the stitch with the stitch marker, I'll be working into the front loop only, and this right here is the front loop only. Now keep on working front loop only till I get to this point where my chains are. I'm at the point where my chains are. I've made 7 chains, and I'm just going to keep on working. Skip this other 7 chains, and I'll keep on working my extended double crochet into the front loop only till I reach the next double crochet post. So I'm at the double crochet post, and just like we did at the other side, I'm just going to make the first extended double crochet along the spool. Now the next one, the second one, is going to be along the post. And now I'm going to just make 5 extended double crochet into the remaining stitches. So I'm going to slip stitch to the chain 2 space, and I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. Now to begin the second row, I'm going to make a decrease, and I'm going to keep on working extended double crochet till I get to like somewhere around here before the chain. Okay, so I'm just going to make a decrease at this point, and here into the next stitch, I'll pull up a loop, and I'll go through the 2 loops and push out 3 loops, and I've made my decrease. Now I'm just going to make my last extended double crochet before the chain. I'm going to chain 7. I'm going to make the extended double crochet to the front loop only till I get to this point. Okay, now I'm going to do my decrease, my second decrease. Now repeat this till I get to the end. Okay, so at the end, I'm going to just slip stitch to the chain 2 and turn. Now for the third row, I'm not going to make any decrease. For the fourth row, I'm going to decrease, and that's just, I'm going to keep on doing it. I did it for the other side till I had about 12 rounds in total. You can decide to place your decreases anywhere. So when I was making the sleeve, sometimes I'll place my decrease at the top and then at the bottom. Sometimes I could place my decrease at this point and at the other side. Like, just play around with it. Once you're done with making your decreases, you're just going to keep on working rounds of no decreases till you have the length you need. And once you have the length you need, you're just going to finish off the last row. Done the other sleeve. I'm done with it, and I kind of did this braiding stuff using the chains we made. So I'm going to show you how to do that for this other sleeve. So I'm going to start my work like this, and now I'm just going to like braid this chains. So I'm going to insert my hand like this and pull up a loop just like this. Okay, so I'm braiding the final chain, and I'm done. For the next round, I'll make a single double crochet till I get to this point. Okay, so I'm at the last stitch before this braiding stuff. I'm going to just insert my hook, and I'll go through the front loop, go through 1 loop, and instead of pulling through all 3 loops like this, I'm just going to insert my hook into the chain, like in between those chain space of the braided chains, like the last one, and I'll just like use it to pull through all 3 loops. Now I'm just going to work extended double crochet normally into the front loop only till I get to the end of the round. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 space, and I'm going to just work front loop only slip stitches 2 rounds for this sleeve like I did for the other sleeve. To work my collar, I'm going to turn my work with the right side facing me, and I'm going to make single crochets into the neckline. Starting from this left hand side, I'm going to insert my hook, attach my yarn, and I'm going to make single crochet all the way till I get to that braided stitch. I'm working 1 single crochet into every stitch, and I'll do that till I get to the braided stitch. Now the braided stitch, I'm just going to insert my hook into that last available stitch, and now I'm going to go into the other side and insert my hook, pull up a loop, and kind of make like a single crochet decrease. Now pull through all 3 loops, and now I'll keep on working 1 single crochet into every stitch till I get to the other braided stitch. At the second braided stitch, I'm going to repeat the same thing, insert my hook into the last available stitch, pull up a loop, then I'll go into the other side and I'll insert my hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops on my hook, pull through all 3 loops, and I'll make my single crochet into every stitch till I get to the next edge. So once I have my single crochets, I'm going to chain 2, and then I'll start my row 1. I'm going to make 1 extended double crochet into every stitch, every single crochet stitch till I get to the other side. Now for the second row, I'm just going to chain 2, and I'll make an increase at each edge. So I'm going to yarn over into the front loop. We'll be working front loop from now henceforth. I'll make 2 extended double crochets into the first stitch, and I'll make 1 extended double crochet into every stitch till I get to the next edge where I'm going to make an increase. I'm increasing in my last stitch. Now for row 3, I'm going to make no increases, and for row 4, I'm going to make increases at the edges. On row 5 and 6, I did not make any increase. I'm going to make 2 single crochets along every extended double crochet post, and I'll do that till I get to the v-neck shaping part. Now I'm at the last single crochet I'm supposed to make for the side. I'll insert my hook, and pull up a loop. Then I'll go to the other side and I'm going to make like a decrease. So I'm going to insert my hook into the extended double crochet at the other side, pull up a loop, put through 3 loops, and then I'll make single crochets, 2 single crochets along every extended double crochet post. Once I'm done making my single crochets, I'm going to chain 1 and then I'll fasten up, and I'm done with the collar. Now I want to unravel some part of the sleeve. I want to make more decreases and I want to make it longer, and I did that for this side. I'm going to do it for the other side. And this is how it looks like. I just need to block it. I need to steam it right now so it can look better and straighten out. So guys, this is it. This is the final result. I steamed it, and again, as you can see, the sleeve is slightly longer and I like the way it fits. It's really boxy and that's exactly what I was going for. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.